Good afternoon and a very warm welcome to everyone. Thanks for joining in for today's session. I am Deepika Rathod, Chief Nutrition Officer, Head Nutritionist, and Lifestyle Expert from Luke's team. So, today we are here to actually talk about liver health and different superfoods or just food to improve your liver health. So, to talk about liver, it has many basic function in your body, but what happens is I would like to also share experience over here with you. So we have had clients who used to tell us that socializing is like part of our life, we can't stay without it, or maybe socializing is just life for us, we can't stay without it. Binge eating, late nights, alcohol abuse, and fried food like deep fried food items or deep fried chicken and all, along with the alcohol. This was like their regular routine uh, till some time before, and then suddenly lockdown happened, and everything changed. So in during lockdown, the people who used to say that socializing is our life, they started staying at home. And then they started noticing that what they were not able to achieve before, because of their late nights and because of the alcohol, too much of alcohol, fried food and everything, they achieved during the lockdown period. So we saw people coming to us saying that even though we are staying home, we are losing weight gradually, we are feeling better, we are feeling lighter. This is because with all the socializing, parties, stress, late night alcohol, binge eating with your alcohol, or adding fried stuff, deep fried stuff with your alcohol, was just putting more pressure on your liver. When the liver goes into functioning, it has too many different functions. But what you were doing is you were just making your liver detoxify your body from all the stuff that you have eaten or you have drank that at that time. So this makes your liver more sluggish. That's why you feel very low on energy, you feel fatigued, you don't feel like getting up and doing your normal routine as well. Liver definitely helps you in eliminating toxins out of the body, and that's why it is known as one of the eliminatory organs. So we have 5 eliminatory organs in our body: lung, colon, kidney, skin, and liver. So when you talk about liver, it definitely helps us in eliminating toxins from alcohol, toxins from your medicines, or chemicals from the medicine and drug that you're eating. So your body actually metabolizes it properly, and whatever waste product is there, it's getting removed from the body accordingly. But apart from detoxification, your body's main function is to your liver's main function actually is to purify the blood coming from the digestive tract, and then circulating it to the rest of the body part. So this way it helps in purifying the blood. Then liver also produces protein and coagulation factors like fibrinogen and prothrombin, which really helps a person in blood clotting. So if you don't have a proper functioning of liver, all these proteins will not get produced, and your blood clotting becomes very difficult. Few of the protein produced by liver also helps in RBC production. So that's why liver plays an important role in many different aspects. But what happens is, like, these are just few work that your liver does for you. But what you are doing is you are not allowing your liver to perform at its best. You're not allowing the liver to do its other function. You're just adding alcohol, you're adding fried stuff, so that your body keeps on detoxifying it with the help of liver. So from performing a normal function, you're diverting your liver towards only detoxification. Your liver also produces bile, so that it helps you in metabolizing the fat from the food properly. Okay, but what happens is if you are eating too much of fatty food, that means deep fried food or deep fried non-veg stuff, then you are putting more pressure on your body to, or liver to just produce more of bile, and then digest and absorb the fat accordingly. So at some point of the time, the liver definitely starts giving up, because it becomes too much of detoxification process happening in it. So that's when you start getting symptoms that your liver is not performing well, your liver profile or liver function test starts getting affected, and the range goes up down. So you need to make sure that you need to avoid binge drinking, fried or deep fried stuff on a regular basis. It's really good if you can totally avoid alcohol, but for people who can't really give it up, at least try and restrict it so that you reduce the pressure from your liver. Fried items or deep fried items are good if you have it only once in a while, but if you combine the alcohol with a deep fried item, then it definitely puts more pressure on your liver for detoxification. So the moment your liver focuses more on detoxification, think that all the other factors are stopped completely, or all the other functions are stopped completely. Your body will definitely not perform at its best. So you need to make sure that you detoxify your liver on a timely basis. And to detoxify the liver, we will definitely check out few food items or superfoods that you can incorporate into your routine on a regular basis to improve the liver function. Now, the superfoods can be taken by anyone having liver issues as well, but just make sure that if you're having allergies to a particular food item, it's better to avoid it or to take it under guidance. So let me start with vegetables like carrot, beetroot, and radish. Now, carrot and beetroot have orange pigments, which really helps in detoxifying the liver. It also acts as a good antioxidant in the body. Radish, we all have known that radish really helps in detoxifying the liver. It helps in improving the liver enzymes as well. So people having deranged liver function test, they can start having radish into their routine to make sure that their liver enzyme starts coming under control. Moreover, these foods also act as a precursor to glutathione. Now, glutathione is the master antioxidant of your body. Your body produces glutathione naturally, but when your body undergoes stress, or there is aging happening, or there is toxin exposure, that's why the body actually stops the production of glutathione. So you need to make sure that you at least add precursors into your routine to make sure that your body is producing good amount of glutathione. That antioxidant will help you in reducing the stress from the liver gradually and from the entire body as well. So glutathione not just work in detoxifying your liver, but it also works on detoxifying your entire body, your skin, your hair. You might have also seen that nowadays you do get many glutathione supplement which say that, you know, if you have it you get good skin and all. You actually may not need it. You just require natural food items to make sure that you produce glutathione internally. Secondly, we have always talked about lemon. Lemon is the best alkaline food that anyone can have. So you need to make sure that if you are drinking alcohol, you have a glass of lemon water before and after your glass of alcohol, because that's how your body will detoxify it. So alcohol actually makes your body acidic, and it puts more pressure on your liver for detoxification. If you have a glass of lemon water before your alcohol intake and just after that, it reduces that acidic environment in the body and it keeps your body more alkaline. It can definitely detoxify your entire body along with the liver. It also provides good enzymes not only for liver but it also provides enzymes for your gut. So you get good digestive enzymes from lemon. So next time you are going to have your alcohol, you just make sure that you have a glass of lemon water handy. Sip it before your alcohol and sip it afterwards as well. Third is I want to talk about green leafy vegetables. So green leafy vegetables are like powerhouse of many vitamins and minerals, and most of all, it has chlorophyll. So chlorophyll actually helps in cleaning your body completely, be it your liver, be it your colon, or be it your entire digestive system. If you have green leafy vegetables, its fiber actually helps in brushing out your internal system properly. So it helps in detoxification. Plus the iron content of green leafy vegetables also helps in purifying your blood. So overall, when a person has a good amount of green leafy vegetables into their routine, they improve the iron content. They make sure that their colon is completely clean. They make sure that they reduce the pressure from the liver and detoxify it on a timely basis. Next, I'm going to talk about ginger. Now, there is a phytochemical in ginger known as gingerol, which actually helps in detoxifying the liver properly. So when you just mash 1 inch of ginger, add it in a glass of water, boil it properly, and then sip on that water, it helps you in getting the gingerol inside your body. It then detoxifies the liver completely, and it will also help you in having a proper liver enzyme levels. Garlic is another superfood that I would like to talk about. Garlic, as we all know, has too many healing properties. It is antibacterial, it is antivirus, it also has you know immune boosting properties. So nutrients like sulfur, phosphorus, vitamin B6, manganese, selenium, all of this actually helps in activating the liver enzymes, which is essentially used for flushing out more toxins from the liver and from the entire body. So try and incorporate at least 1 or 2 raw garlic pod into your routine. Like you can just crush it a little bit and add it into your salad, mix it and have it. So salad again will add more of fiber into your routine, and the garlic, raw garlic basically will really be helpful in improving your liver function uh, like magic. And then we talk about cruciferous vegetables. Now, cruciferous vegetables are your broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, etc. Now, these vegetables have good amount of glucosinolates. Glucosinolates actually helps in detoxifying the body, and it helps in eliminating out many different chemicals from your liver. So chemicals that your liver can stop because of your medicines, or if a person is exposed to pollution, too much of pollution, and then the liver starts catching up all the chemicals. The cruciferous vegetables actually helps in detoxifying the liver from those chemicals basically, and then it also helps in improving the liver enzyme. And moreover, when you have cruciferous vegetables, it also helps you in producing a good amount of glutathione in the body. So that's how you need to incorporate it into your routine. But make sure that you don't have them in raw form. It's always better to cook your cruciferous vegetables and then have it, because they also have goitrogenic properties into it. So people suffering from thyroid, it's always better that you cook your cruciferous vegetables and only then have it. When you cook it, the goitrogenic properties are completely lost. Lastly, I would like to talk about sugarcane. Now, sugarcane is definitely a fruit. It's super alkaline in nature. It helps in cooling down your entire system, not just the gut, but the entire body, the liver. It helps in flushing out toxins from the body. Plus, the sugarcane really protects your liver from the damage that has happened because of any particular liver-related malfunctioning, like jaundice. It's like higher amount of bile production in the liver, which then circulates into your bloodstream, and that's when you see red eyes and everything. So sugarcane actually helps in flushing out that extra bile from the body, which helps in reducing the symptoms of jaundice, and it improves your liver enzymes. So if the liver enzymes are too high, it helps in balancing them out properly. But again, sugarcane fruit high in fructose. So people who are diabetic, I would suggest that you talk to your healthcare provider or your doctor before going ahead with the sugarcane into your routine. And at the same time, you don't have to have sugarcane juice on a regular basis. You can take just 1 inch piece of sugarcane, almost 3 to 4 pieces, and chew on them properly so that you release those juices into your mouth, and you don't have to gulp on sugarcane juice. Like sometimes if we just tell you that go ahead and have sugarcane juice, you might go ahead and have it on regular basis. So we don't suggest really to have fruit juices, because that increases the fructose levels in the body, basically increasing the sugar levels. So it's better to stick to moderation. Once in a while, you can have around 100 ml of sugarcane juice just to detoxify the body, but definitely not on a regular basis. In case you want to have it daily, then make sure that you just have 1-inch piece of sugarcane. Like this, you can have 3 to 4 pieces and chew on it slowly. Put your mouth and teeth on work for a little bit. So that's it from my end. I have given you a few vegetables, fruit, and even superfoods list into your hand. At least try and follow 4 to 5 out of this to make sure that you work on detoxifying your liver properly. Over to you, Tina.
Thanks, Deepika. That was really good information. I have a few questions that have come up. The first question is, can fatty liver conditions be reversed?
Okay, so fatty liver can be anything. There can be alcoholic fatty liver, there can be non-alcoholic fatty liver. So first is, we need to see the root cause. If it is an alcoholic fatty liver, you just have to stop having your alcohol and focus on detoxifying the liver on a regular basis, and you see that your liver health is getting better. How much of it will be reversed is like a question mark, depending on your lifestyle. You need to definitely work on your lifestyle, and it will help you in managing the fatty liver aspect, and it will make sure that you don't have the progression of this disease.
Okay. All right. The next question is, what are some of the foods that have glutathione?
As I told you all, beetroot is there, carrot is there. Vegetables basically have a good amount of glutathione. Cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage. Sometimes you can even incorporate asparagus into your routine. So these all vegetables have good amount of glutathione, and it helps in improving the liver function.
Okay. Someone's asking if they can have microgreens. Or do
microgreens are really good because again, microgreens will have chlorophyll into it, which will help in detoxifying the entire body, not just the liver, but the colon, kidney, everything.
Super. If someone has a fatty liver, grade 3, and borderline sugar, is it advisable to have sugarcane or sugarcane juice?
Depends on what the sugar level are. If the sugar levels are in check, they can have not the juice basically, they can have the whole pieces of sugarcane, just 2 pieces in a day, and combine it with a nut so that the nut doesn't allow the sugar levels to rise in the body. So 2 pieces of sugarcane, chew it properly, and after that they can have 2 soaked almonds or maybe 2 soaked walnut halves.
How do we detox the liver for acne and hair fall?
I have given you the list of food. You can incorporate anything out of that. And if you all are following me on my Instagram handle, that is Deepika_Rathod9, I have just posted 2 days ago about my bitter gourd juice. So you just have to take 1 bitter gourd, uh, like wash it properly, and then you can make juice out of it. You don't have to strain it, you want the fiber intact. If you take this juice on a regular basis, be it empty stomach or at least 2 hours after your meal, it will help you in detoxifying the liver, and it really helps in improving your skin texture.
Super. I'm sure a lot of people will be checking your Instagram page right now with all the remedies that you suggested. The next question is, can I have ginger infused water as a detox daily?
Yes, absolutely. You can have it. And it can be taken any time of the day. So it can be taken in the morning, evening, or at night before sleeping. It also helps you in improving your digestion.
Okay, great. Are mouth ulcers caused because of liver problems?
It can be. It's like a vague question actually, because mouth ulcers can be just a sign that your body is dehydrated. So you need to hydrate your body. Your mouth will not be dry, and then the ulcers will not be caused.
or it can be due to digestion issues as well. So if there is too much of acidity in the body, the acidity can create mouth ulcers. Or if we have also seen in our last session that chemotherapy or people suffering from cancer may also face mouth ulcer. So the base of mouth ulcer can be varied, but you can definitely follow the vegetables, the list I have shared. So that can be incorporated into your routine if you're not allergic to it, and then it will help in healing the mouth ulcer. But the basis is you need to improve the water intake just to make sure that your body is not dehydrated.
Okay, thanks for that, Deepika. There's a question about non-alcoholic fatty liver. Is there any solution that you would provide for non-alcoholic fatty liver?
Non-alcoholic fatty liver means it is because of a bad lifestyle. So the only solution is change your lifestyle, have a good lifestyle, focus on chewing your food properly so it breaks down properly into the body, no late nights, no binge drinking, no fried or deep fried food on a regular basis. And all these changes into the routine will help you in overcoming the non-alcoholic fatty liver issues, and incorporate the vegetables again to just detoxify the liver properly.
Okay, great. Can applying castor oil on the abdomen work on the liver?
It may work if you are having any sort of pain. But I'm not actually getting this question on what exactly the person wants to know, whether there is a pain or whether the person really wants to detoxify the liver by just applying the castor oil on the tummy.
I think that's a second, detoxifying the liver through castor oil application.
No, application will not help in detoxifying. You definitely need to put something internally so that it helps in detoxifying the entire body.
Okay, super. Thanks for answering that, Deepika. Can you please suggest some detoxification juices that can be made at home?
Oh, great. So take the carrot, beetroot, radish, mix it together. Like you have to blend it. Just make sure that whenever you're making a vegetable juice, it should be a smoothie. The fiber should be intact into it. That fiber helps in detoxifying the entire body. You can take carrot, beetroot, radish. You can take any green leafy vegetable that I told you just now. You can even take cruciferous vegetable like broccoli, cauliflower. Add garlic into it, add ginger into it. You can add different spices. All Indian spices are having healing properties. So you can just mix and match your vegetables and make a smoothie out of it.
Awesome. Okay, what about spirulina? How should it be consumed?
Again, like is it suggested by someone? If it is suggested by someone, then better to check with that person on how to take it. But spirulina is a good detoxifier. So you can just take a teaspoon of spirulina, mix in a cup of warm water, and take it empty stomach. Empty stomach, the superfoods work really well on the body.
Okay. Is there any liver detox cleansing process? Luke once mentioned extra virgin olive oil and Epsom salt process. Can everyone do that?
No, not actually. So we are not really suggesting that cleanse anymore. It needs to be done only and strictly under guidance, because you need to go empty stomach. After second half of the day, you'll be taking Epsom salt water. Then there is oil and juice concoction. And after taking all these things, your liver definitely starts flushing out. But then you get too many loose motions, which makes you feel giddy, which makes you feel dizzy. A few people have also seen blackouts, low drop in blood pressure. So we have actually stopped suggesting it. It's better that you incorporate the vegetables that we just discussed about into the routine to detoxify your liver on a regular basis, rather than doing it just for like one day and then finishing it off.
Thanks for specifying that out, Deepika. Are nuts good for the liver?
Yeah, they are. Nuts are healthy fats, so definitely they are good for liver. But just make sure that you don't overdo on nuts. So for example, if you're taking handful, mixture of nuts and seeds in a day, that is completely fine. But if you're overeating it, like a cup full of nut definitely becomes too much for the liver. So you have to make sure that you stay moderate and eat mindfully.
All right, thank you for that. Can broccoli and cabbage and other cruciferous vegetables be eaten in the raw form?
No, as I just mentioned that they do have goitrogens into it, and particularly if a person is having thyroid, then the person needs to steam it and only then have it. And cruciferous vegetables are actually heavy on digestion a little bit. So, for example, if a person is even having raw cabbage into their salad, they do face bloating and gas issues. So it's always better to cook them and only then have them.
Okay, super. Um, is it necessary to have ginger in boiled water, or can it be eaten raw?
Oh, that's really good. If you like it raw, go ahead and enjoy it. For people who don't like it raw, ginger tea can be like a second option for them.
Okay, great. Can we have fresh ginger shots with lemon?
Yes, yes, you can have. So maybe 30 minutes after your meal, if you take ginger and lemon shot. Okay, here as well, if a person is facing low appetite, the person can take ginger and lemon shot before meal so that the appetite improves. If a person is, having any sort of digestion issues, then they can take the ginger and lemon shot half an hour after the meal so that the digestion issues get sorted.
Okay. Tell me something about milk thistle. How is it advantageous for the liver?
Milk thistle, it has silymarin into it, which is a very important factor that helps again in production of glutathione in the body. So milk thistle produces glutathione in the body, and that's how it helps in detoxifying the liver.
Okay. Thanks for sharing that, Deepika. What do we do if the liver SGT or SGOT is high?
You just have to detoxify the liver. Now, SGOT and SGPT are the liver enzymes which tend to go high when your liver is not functioning well. And I gave you all the examples on why your liver may not be functioning well. So get into the root cause, see if you are doing any of those things like too much of alcohol, too much of fried food, maybe bad lifestyle, late nights, because whatever detoxification, recovery or healing happens, it only happens when you're sleeping. If you're not sleeping well, you're not allowing your body to detoxify, which may alter your liver enzyme, which may alter any other profile into your body, any other blood profile into your body. So you just look into changing the lifestyle. You can incorporate the vegetables as we discussed today into your routine regularly so that it helps you in improving the liver enzymes.
Okay, great. I think we have time for one last question. Someone's asking if you will be posting the bitter gourd juice on your page.
Oh, it's already there on my page. You just have to go and find out Deepika_Rathod 9. And I have already posted about bitter gourd juice over there. Not in detail, but yes, it definitely helps in detoxifying the liver. So you can just take one bitter gourd, blend it with water, and then you have to drink it. Like I take one bitter gourd for my entire family. So we have 50 ml of shot. So you can take in similar way.
Okay, great. I'm just posting your Instagram handle there. So we have one more minute to go, Deepika. Could we just quickly recap whatever's covered and then we can close the session?
Sure, Tina. So we actually started with liver. What is liver's main function? Like taking the blood from digestive system, detoxifying it, and then circulating to the entire body. Liver also produces bile for fat metabolism. We also discussed on what actually affects the liver functioning. Your binge drinking, late nights, fried food items, junk food, all of this puts more pressure on the liver, and that's when the liver parameters go haywire. And then we talked about vegetables or superfoods that will help you in improving your liver function. So be it the carrot, beetroot, radish, lemon, ginger, garlic, cruciferous vegetables, green leafy vegetable or sugarcane. You need to incorporate that into your routine on a regular basis and have a good healthy lifestyle, just to make sure that you don't put more pressure on the liver and at the same time keep your body detoxified. So that's it from my end, and I hope to see you all soon. So take care and have a good evening ahead, everyone. Bye.